driving an SUV. When you sit in there, you might be tempted and drive like a sports car. Yeah, it's light, it's quirky.
Can you hear it? The journey has begun. If you feel it too, just take my hand. This is our time. Open your mind. Don't wait for a sign. This is our time. It may never come again. We've got to take our chances.
So the Q3 is probably for most Indians the first chance to live a Q life and get onto the blink factor of the Audi Q range at an affordable price with a lot of feature packed car, with a lot of lifestyle, and we think that car is really fitting to India right now, to the young achievers.
Most youngsters would be pretty interested in buying something like this these days. It just gives the utility maybe of having a big car and also having the feel of a small car. So that way you'd want to drive it yourself, you don't want to give it to a chauffeur or someone. So yeah, well, I guess that's what the car stands out for.
It's a very good car. It's a baby SUV compared to the Q7 and the Q5. It's definitely their little brother. But you can see the parentage, and the best part about the car is that it is quite exciting. It is four-wheel drive. It doesn't feel like a small SUV. I think the headlights and taillights on this car look really, really pretty. I mean, they've changed the paradigm earlier on with LEDs, but this car looks really nice. The taillights look really, really nice on this car.
While we can, this is our time. This dream can become real. Shall we chase it? Time never waits. If you feel it too, just take my hand. This is our time. Open your mind. Don't wait for a sign. This is our time. It may never come again. We've got to take our chances while we can. This is our time. We've got to take our chances.
It's pretty impressive actually, because even though it's relatively small, it still feels like an SUV. You're sitting quite high up. Ground clearance is, as we can see on the course, adequate to cover even the worst ruts and that kind of situation. It's very easy to drive.
You know, four-wheel drive does have its merits even in everyday use, and while we have driven the Q3 around this little obstacle course, if you could call it that, this vehicle will spend 95% of its time on the roads, and given the state of our roads that they're poorly maintained, there tends to be a lot of gravel, we have very heavy monsoons, so the Quattro all-wheel drive really makes a difference in these conditions, and that peace of mind of knowing that this vehicle has Quattro and an intelligent Quattro system at that is reassuring.
This is our time. It may never come again. We've got to take our chances while we can. I know we'll find on that open road.
Okay, so here with the Q3, what a fantastic car for this environment. It's a fantastic car for India. It can do amazing things. Obviously the Quattro, that makes it a great car. We set up this terrific circuit here for people to try out the car. We've got behind me, you've got all the ramps, we've got obstacles for the guys to drive. That's been quite amazing to see the car go through there. And from the press at the moment, they've been really excited about the car. Fantastic just to watch their faces, their mouths drop open when we go through some of the more hardcore stuff, when the car gets in the air, and the journalists are going, wow, this is fantastic, very surprised. So it's been a fantastic event so far. Absolutely great.
A million hearts, a million souls, too young to grow. This is our time. We've got to take our chances. our time. It may never come again.
To begin with, I just love the sheer size of this vehicle. I mean, it obviously could have been smaller, but it is not. So I like the size. I think it's perfect for driving in the city. And since it has a very nippy engine, it runs really fast and it shows that power that it has. I'm very impressed with the way the gearbox performs, the automatic Speedtronic.
Well, it's very accessible to a younger audience. It looks good. It drives well. And today, the demanding youth as such is looking for this kind of a thing in a car. And Q3 seems to tick all those boxes. I like the rear section. I think it's very European hatchback, the elongated rear. It looks quite cool. Again, appealing to the young demographic. It's a overall combination that works. It's not too good up here and not so good out there. It's a nice, well-gelled design. So I like that.
I mean, I don't think there's any direct competition for it. There are other SUVs in its price range, but they're positioned differently. So I guess it really doesn't have much competition right now. The styling is the edge, really. I mean, the size, the styling, the engine, the whole package, it's perfect.
Take our chances. This is our time. It may never come again. We've got to take our chances.
A round of applause for you guys. You have such a difficult job. Fly to Goa and drive fancy cars and get paid for it. Oh, dirty job, but somebody's got to do it, right? But you guys are of course unmatched in your passion and love for cars. You love cars so much, you have so much passion for them that just for the sake of those cars you even pretend to like each other.